Australia and New Zealand are two of the toughest environments in the world for a vehicle. From coarse chip highways and broken regional roads to rocky terrain, sandy beaches and everything in between, it's a market that demands more than just a global setup. Customers here know what a good vehicle feels like and they expect it. To lead this local development, GWM Australia and New Zealand has brought in one of the most experienced names in vehicle dynamics, Rob Trubiani. With more than 3 decades of experience tuning ride and handling, including a long career at Holden, culminating in the globally praised ride and handling of the VE and VF Commodore programs, Rob's resume speaks for itself. Now leading GWM's local suspension tuning program, the directive and goals were clear from day one.
Australia and New Zealand have quite varied road networks and certainly quite different to many other places around the world. From a purely ride and handling perspective, we thought that it would be good to do a localization program to really optimise the performance of the car for our roads and our local conditions. For me, a car that is really enjoyable to drive and gives you a great feeling is a car that makes you confident behind the wheel. The AT-1 program really came about through us, GWM, listening to our customer feedback. GWM is really trying to stand out with our ride and handling package. So having the capability in-house allows us to continue this program for the long term. We're planning on doing this work on all models coming in the future, and it'll be an ongoing program. It won't just be a one and done where we've done one model and that's it. No, this will be an ongoing process.
In April 2025, the program took shape and the work began. Key to success would be having the right base to ensure these goals could be achieved and repeated moving forward. That foundation starts with where and how the vehicles are tested.
Having Lang Lang as a facility to use for AT-1 development is key. It allows us to have a very repeatable road network. We're on the skid pad at the moment, surrounded by the ride and handling road, which we use every day. Having that repeatable road that you can just drive over and over again and make small changes to the car and then feel those changes is a real key part of AT-1 tuning. As part of the road network, we are able to test other things other than just ride and handling. So there are specific line markings on the road that the ADDAS systems use. We have traffic sign recognition and other functions in the car.
Alongside local development, close support and collaboration with GWM's engineering teams in China has been key.
We work really closely with our head office team in China. We constantly have teams of people coming out here to work with us in Australia. The collaboration allows us to go faster, which is great. Just shows the support that we're getting from GWM's head office, and we are truly building global cars as a result. The tuning work that we're doing here for the Australian and New Zealand region is having global reach. Those inputs are going back to head office, and we're shaping the development and the inputs into the car for future product, not just for our region, but globally.
With GWM vehicles already well received across Australia and New Zealand, the question becomes, why go further?
Part of the AT-1 tuning philosophy is to give all of the GWM product a family feel. It was part of what I came on board for. Having our characteristics feel similar between the models allows people to get in and out of GWM cars and think, yeah, this does feel like it's from the same family.
So what does all of that actually mean behind the wheel?
The Australian and New Zealand car industry and car markets are really mature, and customers really know what they want. I don't want to go into too much detail on what we actually do, because that's sort of our secret in making GWM cars really special for the region. It's fair to say that we offer lots of control in the car, and the car performance is really strong. It handles our road network and all of the different road inputs really well, and we make sure that we tune for all of our different road segments.
In a market this competitive, those refinements matter.
What we're hoping people feel with our AT-1 tune is primarily that they're confident. How do they get that confidence? Well, it's derived from lots of steering tuning work that we're doing. Lots of people won't necessarily feel the level of detail that someone like me, who is tuning the car, feels. They might just say, oh, the car feels good. Or I've arrived at my destination after 2 hours behind the wheel and I don't feel tired, I feel great. That's all part of our local tuning. As well as ride and handling development, we're looking at other things. So ADDAS, for example, we look at powertrain calibration. So this is how the engine performs as well as the transmission. Tow mode is another one which we've started to introduce in our cars, and we'll see that roll out more and more. This is uniquely changing the engine and transmission's calibration. And that's where the GWM AT-1 philosophy came from. It's having that connection and that confidence behind the wheel to really enjoy the driving experience.
So when will customers start to see the results?
First cars to be influenced, I guess, by AT-1 tuning are H6. We've tuned all the variants of H6. All of the changes that we've made for AT-1 tuning will certainly be noticed both on normal sealed roads and also off-road. We've done lots of development work on rural roads, and so the cars perform well in all areas of Australia and New Zealand.
And this is just the beginning.
H6 GT, Tank 500 plug-in hybrid, Tank 300 plug-in hybrid, Canon Alpha. We're starting to get lots of good influence over our product. The plan is that as we progress the tunes and we make those steps little by little every day, as our GWM philosophy is, we'll get more customers on board. It's an exciting time with GWM. We're growing and the product portfolio is growing. We're bringing in cars that I think are really relevant for our market. I can't wait to see people getting behind the wheel of them.
We know our customers value the capability of our vehicles, but it's the refinement that is going to truly set them apart.
As our customers start to drive cars with the AT-1 tuning, I'm sure word will get out. They'll start to talk to more and more people about their vehicle, and we'll start to see people come into our dealerships and really enjoy the test drive experience. I'm excited to see more and more GWM vehicles out on the road.